So you agree, you think you're really pretty. Welcome, other collectors. That's your girl Naomi, or House of Deluge if you're nasty. And today we are unboxing Celebration Allegra Orsini by GMCOLL, the very first made-to-order doll for GMCOLL. But before we go there, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to support me. And if you want some extra hot tea, photos, dramas, and memes, come and visit me at House of Deluge on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook and TikTok, but I rarely use those because, as you know, 6,000 years old is not a very easy age to deal with. That being said, let's crack on with this video. And today I'm so excited. It's a party. Come and join the party. It's a celebration, guys. What are you even doing? So the first thing I've noticed as soon as I got the doll in my hand is that the box, the shipper box, is completely different. And I know that Gloria and Bertrand have had actually a chance to change this box because of the feedback that they've received before, so I'm very happy that they have. The box the dolls comes in, the white one is exactly the same, nothing has changed. It's the one that we saw with Phoebe, is the one that we saw with Aurora. Of course, this one is the agency, so it's the same as the one that we saw with Aurora. But oh my god, first of all, how gorgeous is Miss Thing here? I'm shocked at how much I like her. I pre-ordered her because I thought, you know, she was going to be a good doll to maybe trade at some point, and I wasn't an Allegra fan in general, but this Allegra 1.5 really does it for me. This new face sculpt really does it for me, and I'm so happy that Gloria has worked on this sculpt because I mean, she made me an Allegra girl. I'm so happy because Allegra is Italian, and I'm so like hungry for Italian characters. There's no Italian characters anywhere, so I'm very happy to see that. So this doll was a made-to-order doll, and as we know, GMCOLL has a very limited number in terms of like people that belong to the studio pass. She's number 944 or 448, so only 448 were made of her, and even if she was made to order, the edition size is still pretty small. I don't know why her edition size is so small, if I'm honest. People have been talking so much about trying to get a made to order doll. Maybe they weren't feeling Allegra, but you know what? They're lost because she's absolutely fabulous. So that's the stuff that she comes with. She has some earrings and some bracelets. They're like gold cuffs. The earrings are actually a different metal to the cuffs. You really can't see it, but I wish they were the same metal, either everything in like gold or either everything in silver. The little bag is actually really cute. It's like a very silky little bag, and then the shoes are also silky and pink. She comes with her normal, I would say, now the standard stand for GMCOLL, in particular for the agency. So it's this black stand with this white writing. I'm just very happy with it. I love these stands. I just regret not getting more when they were made to order. I'll try and find some. I don't know why I didn't, you know, my order for the made to order stuff like the bodies and the stands it's so basic. I was like, I don't know, maybe I was in my money saving era, but what do you need money for if you can't spend them? So I wish I did get 20 of these, and I didn't because I'm very dumb, clearly. So yeah, I'm regretting it now. But these stands are actually very nice, and I do like the stand, no, the stand, the bit, that's the bit here, the metal bit and the plastic bit, because dolls are quite stable on them. So I think they are definitely superior compared to the Integrity Toy stands. And I like Integrity Toy stands, but they are definitely, these ones are much better. They're more stable. I feel like the doll is less likely to fall. These dolls are packed, okay? Miss Gloria or the factory, I don't know who is doing this, but they are packing these girls, so they're not going anywhere. They are like well sealed into the boxes. She comes with extra feet, which is actually really nice because I do love flat shoes, you know, flat feet, shoes. What am I talking about? Anyway, you got me. At the moment, I'm in a flat foot era where comfort comes before high heels. Sensible for somebody who is 6,000 years old. And this dress is interesting. We're going to have a close look at it later, but all I can say is I wasn't a fan of it. I think when she comes out of the box, you'll see what I mean by it. It's a nice design, don't get me wrong. It's a lovely dress. It's simple, it's a lovely material. It's very soft. It just feels very luxurious. However, especially with the corset bit, because and the fact is that they're trying to do such an elaborate corset area with all these like panels coming onto each other. The stitching makes it very bulky, and we can't, the waist is not snatched. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Look, it looks a bit more like she didn't have those 3 BBLs and liposuctions that she did have, because we know that Miss Allegra had plenty of liposuctions in her days. So yeah, that's my only problem with that. But looking at the body is now a standard, a staple. I love these bodies so much. You can tell in the light that they are not a perfect match, and Gloria has told me that this is because of the material. Of course, the material of the head is different to the material of the body, so the texture on the body and the material is going to make it look like a different color, but actually it isn't. It's negligible. Personally, I can't really tell in person. I think in camera is more evident, but in person you really can't tell. It doesn't bother me anyway. So this clutch is cute. It's very like good girl going to church on a Sunday, which I do like. We need some good girl kind of stuff. I don't mind it. The shoes are cute. I have to say, and I did share my feedback already about this, I hate these hooks. Okay, these hooks are diabolical, Gloria. These hooks are made to punish people, and I have pretty short nails at the moment, but if I had longer nails, they would be absolutely traumatic to put in. I had to use not staples, what's the name of the things that, anyway, you'll see it inside. I can't talk today, guys. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm a bit tired, to try and use them on Miss Allegra, because they're nice shoes. They're lovely, and I like the detail with the bow at the back. It's cute. The jewelry is still a bit basic in this department. I wish she came with a ring of some sort, and I wish the earrings and the bangles were the same metal, but there you go. That's just me. Right, so she feels heavy. Okay, the fabric is really heavy. This is a heavy fabric. It's very nice quality. The dress is entirely lined, and I think that's probably what makes it a bit bulkier in the corset era, but we're going to have a look at the inside of the dress when we take it off Miss Allegra. Now we're going to spend 45 minutes trying to put these shoes on. I had to edit a lot of it. I had 25 minutes of video record or material of just me trying to put these shoes on, and guys, I had to edit it out. I couldn't, as much as I would love to do a video that is about me trying to put shoes with this type of hooks on dolls, I think I'm gonna have to pass for now. But yeah, that was definitely something that I had been doing for a long time, and then I finally managed to find a way to do it, and then as soon as I inserted it in and bluff, the bit came off. The shoes are in the same kind of silky satin material of the dress, similar, like a ribbon. So I didn't want to ruin them, because the hook of course is metal, and it was something. Okay, it just the least enjoyable experience when it comes to dressing up a doll. So yeah, please, no more of this, Gloria, I beg you. The shoes are very nice though. I do like the platform. It's just nice because it gives her a tiny bit of height, considering that she's a bit shorter than our other girls. The GMCOLL body at the moment is a bit shorter, but I'm not going to say much else on that. Stay tuned and you'll see what I mean by that. Just come back to this video in the future. But yeah, I like the shoes that have a bit of a platform because they make it look a bit taller. Now, I'm not particularly bothered by that. My legs, the bottom leg had a stain, which I managed to remove with my finger, just like by rubbing it in. It was easy to remove, but there was a stain on the body. Again, not a big deal, guys. It honestly came off really easily. The body isn't stained or anywhere else. It was just maybe a tiny stain, or when it was packed, I don't know. It was easy to remove. Maybe a piece of glue from the knee guards or whatever they're called. I don't know, but it was easy to remove. And then here's more of me trying to put these shoes on. Diabolical, Gloria, diabolical shoes, but they look gorge. And you know that they are, you know, Miss Allegra has got those tiny patches that you put on your little toe to walk in these, because they look really painful to walk in, and that means they must look absolutely gorgeous. So there she is out of the box, and she's looking absolutely fabulous. How can you not like Miss Allegra? Is beyond me. So now we're dressing her up. We're taking these bangles, we're putting these bangles in, and the hands are still the same hands as always. I did say before that I wish we could get another set of hands, and again, stay tuned for more of that. I had to poke new holes for the earrings. The one thing I would say, you can use this thing that I'm using, that at the moment I can't even think what the name of that thing is, but you know what I mean, to make the holes a tiny bit bigger. The GMCOLL heads are slightly softer than IT heads, so just be mindful when you do that. That being said, if I use this thing to poke the hole, it never really like makes it, you know, it never makes it too much, a lot larger than it should be, so it always works absolutely fine. And there you see me putting the earrings on her. Like, Gloria, I want, and this is a personal request, I want some dingly earrings. I know you can do it for me, darling, please do it. We need some dingly earrings, I need a necklace, and I want more jewelry, because yeah, these girls, you know, these girls worked really hard. They need some jewelry. Everybody needs jewelry. They need a nice ring. They need you know, more bangles. Give me a tiny bit more, darling, please. I'm asking you, please. I need it. And that's the first look at Miss Allegra in her original outfit. That's Celebration Allegra Orsini, the very first made-to-order doll for GMCOLL. How exciting. What a time to be a doll collector, guys. Like, at the moment, there's brands popping out everywhere. I think GMCOLL is literally a very strong contender for any other brand out there. They are probably getting on the podium, like they're probably like dominating the podium, I would say, at the moment with their releases and how popular they are. But we covered all that in our news video, so go and watch that if you haven't. And you know, this Allegra is just a statement for the brand. She's gorgeous. She's very simple, but she's gorgeous. And you know, the heavy lifting here is done by the face and the screening. And can I say it, the hair, I love her hair. It's a beautiful shade of brown. It's a nice curl. I managed to fix it with just a tiny bit of water and a brush. It just looks beautiful, and it was so simple. There was just enough material in the hair to keep it together. So if you wet it with a spray, it's just enough to put it into place. And then of course, when it dries, the material, which is like a gel or a glue, just puts it, you know, solidifies the hair, and it just makes it look so tidy and gorgeous. So yeah, obsessed at the moment with that. She looks so stinking gorgeous. Look at the lips. I mean, I wish you could see the details of the lips. The lips have got all those tiny little lines, because of course Allegra had what, 6 or 7 lip jobs, probably more. But who cares? Who is counting? Who's counting? And I can't wait for Lucia to come here, because Lucia definitely had a lot more than that. Lucia has been to the surgeons at least 25 times in the past 6 months. So we all know that Lucia has worked really hard on her fillers here and there. But even Allegra was like, you know what, I need to have some fillers as well. So she did go and have fillers. This is meant to be her Allegra in her original form. before she became a platinum blonde and a bit of a crackhead. So I don't know why. Maybe she dissolved the fillers going forward. I don't know, but I love her with a filler. Everybody should have lip fillers. It's important, you know. Maybe we should do all this together one day. Meet up, all the House of Delusion people, meet together somewhere and go and have lip fillers all together. I love to do it. The more I look at these GMCOLL dolls, the more I want to have lip fillers and a snatch waistline like that, because that body is tea. Okay, look at the tiny little hip bones. I'm obsessed. Let's change her legs and let's use the flat feet for her, and let's see what we can make happen with that. I'll give you a spoiler on this. I wanted to use some flat foot shoes for her, however she doesn't fit new face flat foot shoes. Her foot is a lot smaller. She's tiny and petite, just like me, with tiny little feet. So she doesn't fit the big shoes that new face girls have when they have a flat foot. So yeah, maybe Poppy. I didn't try Poppy shoes, but I'm sure Poppy will fit a bit better for the flat foot. For the high-heeled foot, she perfectly fits into new face shoes. So that's just extra information there for you in case you don't have a GMCOLL doll and you're wondering what they can wear. So the switch is actually quite easy. Ignore the fact that I am struggling, because I struggle with anything that requires a grip on my hands. My hands are like, again, 6,000 years old, so you can't really blame me for it. But yeah, I love that. Miss Allegra looks great. Her nips are nipping. She looks gorgeous. Let's have a look at this dress inside. As I said, so there's a zip, and of course look at the detailing and the lining inside. I wish, personal opinion, I just wish we could have a corset that made her look snatched, but then again, I'm not a seamstress and I don't know how to do that. So I guess that's just the limitations of making these garments in this scale. That's the second outfit. The second outfit I wanted to use for Miss Allegra, and doesn't she look stunning? I mean, I love this S&M moment with this like leather beret. It's just gorgeous. I love it, and I love this dress. So I wanted to emphasize her waistline, and I think this dress does the job really well. And I love that. It's just really cute. So she's wearing these silver accessories and these shoes. So these are I think these are Adele Toast to Us extra shoes. Don't quote me on it, but I'm using them here with the flat foot, and they actually stayed in. You can tell they're a tiny bit bigger, but they're okay, they work. And I mean, look at Mama looks gorgeous. She's fabulous. I mean, she's telling you off, guys. Why are you playing on my lawn? Go away, get out of my lawn, get out of my property. She looks gorgeous, okay? Get out of my closet. What are you doing here? So she's fab. And of course I've used another one, I think, another outfit for her, just to see what else we could do for her. And that's of course the last outfit, just something romantic, something giving I'm a virgin, you know, and I'm looking for a very rich husband, so I have to stop working altogether. And that's the vibe she's giving with this beautiful Van Oscar dress. An absolute piece of art, although I do like my Allegra with something a little bit more aggressive at the moment. But anyway, guys, that's all for today. Let me know what you like about her. Did you get this Allegra? What do you think of Allegra 1.5? Are you Allegra 1.5 or Allegra 1.0 kind of person? Let me know in the comments below as always, and I will be waiting for you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Love you all. Bye bye.